What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome back. These messages ride in on the frequency of love for the highest good. Thanks so much for clicking on this video today. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Ooh, someone here is really in deep surrender. So you're like kind of open to what the road is leading here for you. I feel like there's no specific destination in mind for whoever this message is for. So take what resonates. These messages won't be for everyone. So for you, I think what this is like you've had big dreams, right? You knew what you wanted, and then now you're open to it being even better is what is coming through. And actually, whatever that even means for you, right? It doesn't have to be as big. It doesn't have to be as big. And I think that people literally watch you and think that you don't already know that or something. And it's weird. But, you know, it's funny, like, I think that the surrender that's coming through here, too, is like you already know this. It's a remembering that continues to unfold, and now here you are sharing yourself in this way. You're becoming like the vision of surrender. You're letting people see that things can be better than they even think, or actually that they aren't even as far ahead as they think they are. It's this thing that like you allow people to think they filled in the blank and then they didn't. You are a completely like divinely psychic alchemist, like magician type. It's really a labyrinth, whatever this is that you're coming through with, because how could it be possible? People walk out their door every single day. Control is the first thing that they think when they wake up. Control. You wake up in surrender. I'm hearing that for whoever this, I just got the flash of the lights here, so I'm going to take confirmation on that. And the surrender, your ability, in playing for confirmation as well. So your ability to walk, like wake up on your pillow and just be like so grateful. You're already in surrender, like, oh, I'm so thankful. Because you're like, I'm thankful I'm alive. You'll never not be thankful that you're alive every single day now, because of like what you really had to deal with, like the ability to surrender. It's like, what do you even mean? 222 on the timer. You had nowhere else to go but to surrender, and then you lived. You know what happens when people surrender, like in the face of an enemy? A lot of times they don't live, but you lived. You're the boy who lived. You're the girl who lived. Friendship. People are seeing you as someone who is here with a message of friendship, confirmation. Confirmation. You might be receiving a message or something coming through here to you from a friend. That's what I'm hearing. You know? Because you're no longer attaching. You're no longer like clinging to, you know, old outdated energy that I just said detachment. There you go. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Surrender. Detachment. Now, the ability to control, or the need to control, is so interesting, right? Because that's what we think would bring the thing that we want, is because we have to control something into form, or we have to go out and achieve and do the thing, and then that thing happens, right? Maybe that's what we've been taught, or we learned something that way before, right? But now you're learning that you can actually sit back in the heart space and detach fully from that particular desire, and ironically, that's when it's often fulfilled, right? So whatever that means to you, maybe friendship, maybe love, maybe, you know, abundance, whatever that means, you're detached completely from the outcome, and that's a beautiful thing. That's really, really stunning, and that was the energy I was coming through here, is that you had dreams before, and now you're detached from what the outcome is. You no longer control what they are, and you're actually open to them being even better than you ever possibly imagined, you know? And I think that for whoever this is for, like, I just kind of got like my heart just kind of got like butterflies there. So I'm excited. I mean, I feel like some excitement might have just came over someone here, or like you're having fun, like you're having fun acknowledging the possibility of like what this could be for you, or the possibilities of what this could be for you. And I actually want to encourage you to do more of that, okay? To like live in the possibility of like what it could be, and then allow that feeling to come over you, like wash over you. That's the encouragement here from Spirit. Eternal charisma, eternal charisma, eternal charisma. The butterfly, coming out of Metamorphosis, flying over the flowers here, the roses, and yeah, that beautiful meadow, just running around with friends, falling down the hills and shit. You know what I mean? Scraping your knees, laughing, making out and shit with your flirty and stuff, like with your, you know, crushes and all that. Closing cycles here. This is interesting. This is really interesting. So that's what it is. When you're in free fall and this surrender, you have like, you literally you hold on to nothing. You grasp for nothing. So you're in free fall, complete surrender to the highest good, and the cycles just continue to close out for you here. And this eternal charisma that you continue to foster and like share intentionally, even when you're tired, I just heard, is something that you enjoy doing though too. Like, you really like to be a friend. You like to make people feel like loved and special and seen and supported. Like, it's really just a part of who you are, you know. And I think I'm hearing like a lot of people misplaced that. Like they really didn't like treat that very well, and you know, now they don't get that. Boo-hoo. So sad. Too bad. So sad. Dark Angel. I'm hearing that like whatever this ability to surrender and share openly is some kind of darkness that allows others to feel seen and connected, right? This is like a thing that people can't really fully always, wherever they are in their circumstances, like can't always express or share to others. So you're really doing like a service here, being able to help others not only like articulate their own internal worlds, but then like also be here to support them through like their own like pain and their own like, you know, healing process, which is absolutely beautiful, because of like the pain and the heartbreak and the healing that you've had to go through as well, you know. And this is something that is it's divinely held. It's like this, it's almost like a responsibility. There it is, orbs of light coming through. Yeah, after the Dark Angel too, which I love, because it's giving me an integration of light and darkness, like, which just creates infinite light, you know. And it, you know, just because some people perceive you to have darkness, you don't have to perceive that. You don't have to take any kind of narrative on that anybody tries to give you. You don't. Like, and also it's like they see your darkness and you're like, cool, I see it too. But you're like, I'm actually just only relating to the light. But if you want to relate to my darkness, like, I'll show you some darkness. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't judge it. So I'll show you darkness when I lock you out of my life in the fucking cold, like, you know what I mean, where you belong. So like, that's kind of like the energy, right? You know, and it's pretty fucking dark out there. They didn't realize that you were the light, which is crazy. So I got the archetype here. The mirror. You're mirroring like honest truths back to people, and that's being a friend. And like, you know, it's hard. Being a friend is hard. You know, being honest is hard. Being truthful is hard. Being real is hard. You know, people think you're insane for it, for holding up a mirror to them and showing them exactly who they are, you know. And then a lot of people celebrate you for it too. So, I don't know. I don't think it's really even about either for you. It's not about the celebration. It's not about the validation. It's not about like people even hating on you. You don't get a rise out of any of that. You get a rise out of looking at your own pain and helping to free yourself so that you can help free others. You heal the world by healing yourself. This is your mission. This is your divinely held plan. This is why you're here on the planet in the Earth School. And you do that in whatever way that you do that, you know, and specific to you in your own unique design, in whatever environment you're in, wherever you're at, whatever that means for you. You know, you foster and facilitate relationships and connections with people that feel the same, and The Destroyer came out. So this is really that energy here. 10-10 on the timer, so confirmation, some destroying of some egos is taking place here. But again, that's only allowing them to be a better friend to themselves, you know? It's only allowing you to be a better friend to yourself. It's allowing you to be a better friend to them if they want you to be, you know? But if they don't want you to be, you're not really sweating that either. The Queen. You're sitting here on some royal energy here, the Queen. Wow. The Queen. Divine feminine energy here. Absolutely. Creation. Mother Nature. Protection, maternal energy, caretaking. Also like hunting, gathering. Benevolent, royalty. 11-11 on the timer. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. That was a fun one. Thanks so much for being here. I'm really impressed by this peace and this surrender, this equilibrium that you're currently holding here. And I don't think that there's much to say. I just want to encourage you to continue on into this. And whatever you want to do today, I think in order to like be a good friend to yourself, I think is encouraged as well. Be a good friend to yourself so that you can be a good friend to others if you want to be a good friend to others. Or maybe you're just steady focused on being a good friend to yourself these days. And for that, I commend you. Alright. Thanks so much for being here for another reading. And I hope to see you in another one very soon.